So, crypto YouTube people, overall, Bitcoin has been trading sideways, getting ready for a huge setup. October starting next week. October is in the midst. Everyone's talking about how altcoins are about to rip based off of the patterns that we're currently seeing. And I want to talk about exactly Bitcoin dominance, what's going on with the price action around Bitcoin, what it means for altcoins, and exactly the sentiment in the crypto markets. But if you guys are new to the channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm just an intermediate trader showing you guys my wins, my losses, my crypto portfolio, and then giving you guys quick videos on the market so you guys can stay updated and capitalize on these events. But other than that, let's go and jump into it. All right, guys. So I have some glasses on because my box light is very bright. But overall, let's jump into the price action around Bitcoin. So overall, Bitcoin right now is shooting up. We passed the previous resistance line. Everyone is talking about how Bitcoin shouldn't drop between that 65, 64, 5 mark. Right now, though, we're pretty much just setting up for that next leg up. And everyone also wants just a huge rip to the upside. But based off of the price action, you know, we're retesting, waiting to see exactly what's going to happen. Right now, with global liquidity shooting through the roof, a lot of events happening with China, the US stock market, Fed cuts, all that good stuff. We're pretty much having this, you know, correction, and then from there, we're potentially going to be shooting up. If we look at the RSI as well, guys, it's getting ready to shoot above that 70 mark, which is showing that the momentum and, you know, buying around Bitcoin is starting to, you know, kind of keep up and shoot up as well. But if we look at Bitcoin dominance right now, guys, it has dropped significantly, which is a great indicator that altcoins are starting to come back and wake up. At least the sentiment is starting to shift from Bitcoin into altcoins. As well as the RSI, you can see it's still sitting in that center mark, getting ready for that momentum move. And you can see from the previous resistance level, like whenever we were here, we're starting to break back down. And once we start to see that dominance break down, alts start to shoot up because that shift of that liquidity goes into altcoins. If we look at the total 2 market, which is going to show us a little bit more about altcoins, exactly how they're starting to perform, we can see that we're pretty much above the previous resistance level, literally right here, back around in August. Which is, you know, whenever we saw the whole event with the Japan stock market, and from there we had, you know, a correction because Bitcoin started dropping, and then from there we started dipping. But now we have broken above that resistance level, and if we can hold this and start to shoot up, this is going to be the start of alt season, altcoins and everything just, you know, starting to go parabolic. If we look at the others dominance chart, guys, so the dominance of, you know, excluding the top 10, we are also shooting up. And all of these charts, if you notice, they shot up, broke previous resistance, and now they're retesting. You see, broke previous resistance, now it's retesting. And of course, the Bitcoin dominance would be different because we need that dominance to break down as opposed to shoot up. Same thing with Bitcoin, you know, we're pretty much on the verge of shooting up, but we're retesting. Everything is retesting, guys, and it's just because of where we're at in this consolidation phase. We're on the verge of crazy gains, but until we have everything start moving, once October starts to begin, once we have FTX distributions, which are already starting to come out, so we have cash coming in more to the market, more additional Fed cuts, China is starting to issue also Fed cuts and also stimulus to their economy, guys, we're going to start seeing some crazy rips in the next few weeks. Keeping up with these charts is going to give you a strong understanding of where Bitcoin is going, the dominance around Bitcoin, and then currently how that is having an effect on altcoins. So guys, altcoins are getting ready for the setup. You guys should really be keeping up with these charts. Bitcoin dominance around Bitcoin, the total 2 chart, and also the others dominance, just to let us know exactly how much stronger we're getting. But we're pretty much on the verge of gains, guys. I want to show you these charts so that you can have a better understanding of how that price action is looking. Once dominance goes down for Bitcoin, dominance goes up for altcoins. It's just a shift of liquidity, guys. Very, very simple concept to, you know, grab. On top of that, with altcoins, which altcoins are performing the best, guys? I've been talking about this on my YouTube channel multiple times. I have multiple videos talking about specific altcoins that I'm looking at and investing in, and I've already made some crazy gains on these coins. But if we look at the top performing sectors currently, right now it is meme and AI. AI actually dropped this past 2 days as opposed to meme, which is starting to shoot up. But guys, these charts can change significantly. We're currently in somewhat of a popcorn market, which is what Miles Dutcher talked about, and it's pretty much because coins can just start to pop off, go parabolic. It just varies, just depending on the community, the project, the marketing, and then on top of that, the sentiment of what's going on in news events around that project. So right now, meme coins and AI coins are performing the best, which is what you should really be focused on in the altcoin sector. On top of that, we still got more sectors that are you know, not getting the shine of light that they need, like RWA and a few L2s in gaming. But overall, guys, those are the two altcoin sectors that are performing the best that you should really be focused on, while the dominance of Bitcoin is shooting down and altcoins are starting to shoot up. If we go look at my portfolio, a few things have changed because I have liquidated my Brett into Conducts, which is a meme coin, into an AI coin. I made a full video talking about that in my thesis, just because the X potentials make sense and I can make way more money by shifting into this coin. But besides that point, guys, right now, if we look at the 7-day for all of these altcoins that I'm invested in, which is mainly AI and meme coins, you can see that Brett, which I have completely liquidated out of, but Brett is up 24% in the 7-day period. Hash AI up 22%, Destra 7%, not that much. Palm AI 2%, not that much as well. Conducts 25%, which is where I shifted all of my gains as well too. So I'm glad I did that. Gala is at 20%, gaming coin. Pepe is at 39%. So guys, what I'm showing you guys right here is, if you look at the top meme coins in this portfolio, which is Pepe and Brett, right now they're shooting up really parabolically, and it's just because meme coins are getting that liquidity before other coins in this rotation currently right now. I honestly believe AI is going to start shooting up above meme coins, but meme coins usually get a gradual increase just because these coins don't necessarily have to make sense. They just have to have good marketing, a good community, good sentiment, and on top of that, have the hype to bring in more liquidity, and that's currently what's going on. AI coins are going to start to get that crazy pump once, you know, that technology starts to get more grass, people start talking about more GPU technology, and on top of that, just AI gets a little bit more hype and more sentiment that it really needs. But overall, guys, you can see that these two sectors are performing well, and if you go look at the sectors in general around these the coins around these specific sectors, they are making crazy gains. So guys, this is where you should really be thinking about your altcoin portfolio rotations and the things that you currently want to do with, you know, the price action around Bitcoin dominance going down and altcoins starting to shoot up. This is where, you know, we're about to see a parabolic run, and if you're not in the correct coins, you might see some gains, but you're not going to see those crazy 5, 10, 20, even potentially 50 X's that all of us are freaking chasing. So you need to keep that in mind, guys. If we go ahead and jump into the markets, what everyone is talking about on crypto Twitter. So as I said, Bitcoin dominance is going down, and Elja talked about it. He pretty much shows the Bitcoin dominance and RSI as well. He's pretty much saying that Bitcoin dominance is about to crash hard. The biggest alt season will kickstart soon. And guys, if you aren't aware, literally everything from stocks goes into Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin starts to shoot up and dominates, gets an all-time high, it starts to break down, and that money starts to rotate into the lower cap coins. And that's currently what's going on. We're on the verge of that setup. And like how I said, right now, guys, is the calm before the storm. Right now, once we see this crash with Bitcoin, alts are going to shoot up. The RSI is going to shoot up because the momentum and buying patterns is going to be freaking crazy. But guys, that's just a little image of the chart of the Bitcoin dominance and how others are talking about how it's about to crash hard, and you need to keep this in mind for altcoins. Another great post by Kaleo. Bitcoin, just talking about the overlay, the fractal of last September and October price action to this year's just for fun. He's just showing the price action based off of what he saw. It serves as a good reminder that September did mark the bottom of the range, and October led to a solid shift to a momentum being higher. But the real fun started at the end of the month through December. I like the idea of the general path. It aligns with my theory of range through the election, rip when it's over. Just a bit more patience, bros. Won't be long before sleepless nights are the norm again. Enjoy the calm while it lasts. So, guys, we're around like 36 days from the U.S. election, which honestly, with the FTX distributions, Fed cuts, the China markets being stimulated, guys, it's gonna get really crazy. It's about to get stupid freaking crazy. And he's talking about how near the election is whenever he plans to see this. Honestly, probably near the end of the election when we're gonna start seeing a crazy rip up in price action. But guys, we're still on track to do crazy things. Bitcoin dominance is going down, and based off of where we're at with these catalyst events, we're setting up for something huge. And if you're not keeping this in mind, you're going to get shreked. I keep saying that, but guys, keeping up with these patterns is really, really big, just because it gives you more confidence in when you're investing and when you're going to exit. But this is just a great pattern, a fractal pattern, showing you guys previous price action as well as what currently he believes is going to be happening. Another great post talking about the price action around Bitcoin is a post from Justin Bennett. He had a post earlier in the week. He said, this isn't just confirmed yet, but the conditions favor sweeping the Bitcoin 57 to 58K longs before targeting the 68 to 70K liquidity in validation on a sustained break above 65K. And this is where I'm talking about, guys, how we're having this correction, especially with, you know, current specific validations, liquidities, long, shorts, all these things that are currently in the market. There's a lot of different validations people have, but he pretty much updated this based off of the price action and the inverse reverse head and shoulders that we saw, inverse head and shoulders. And based off of the pattern now, what he believes currently with what we're seeing, he says, I'm not ruling this out for Bitcoin. A close below those 64,700 highs would confirm it, and this is the previous resistance level that we're talking about, 65 to around 64.5. It says most people want to see Bitcoin go straight up from here, but that doesn't agree with the price action since March. Plus, there are longing liquidations around 60 to 57 to 58K. So let's see. Honestly, ain't too worried about the specific liquidations around those specific movements. The only thing I am, looking at is the, retest that we're currently seeing. Right now, we're retesting in the market, and it's pretty much a calm before the storm. Everyone wants to just shoot and rip up, but I said it in my previous video. People want to get a buy-in. People want to be able to jump back into the markets, but they don't want to jump into the markets when everything is green. They want to have a slight pullback, and currently that's what we're seeing. The predictions for Bitcoin are still the same, shooting around that 70,000 mark, but everyone's talking about a retest right before we shoot up to the top. And I honestly think we're probably going to see it. I have some money sitting on the sidelines. I was going to buy some crypto today, but I'm thinking I'm going to wait till tomorrow when the markets reopen and distributions from the FTX people start to go out. This is going to give me a little bit more understanding of how the weekly is going to start for the markets. And the start of October is already on Tuesday, so everyone believes we're already going to start shooting up, but based off of the price action with Bitcoin, we're still on track to see some crazy gains. All right, guys, we've been talking about Bitcoin a lot. I'm going to give you guys a brief synopsis on the altcoin market. Don't want to get too much on it, just because we're pretty much already gonna rip up, guys, for altcoins. But let's talk about the specific chart. So altcoins, bigger dips in this market are a gift, in my opinion, says Mustache. Nothing has changed in his opinion. He still expects a god candle for altcoins. If you don't know what a god candle is, it looks like this, and you want to see it for your investments. He says he still expects a god candle for altcoins, and once that happens, you know that a parabolic run will start. 2016 to 20 versus 2024 vibes. And if you look at the 2016, I'll put an arrow, you guys can see this crazy rip that happened, and right before it also you can see the sideways consolidation that I'm freaking talking about that's been happening with Bitcoin, the dominance, the total 2 chart, and everything else in between. We're pretty much in this phase where it's just testing. Everybody wants to get back in, and once we have that, especially with all the catalyst events going on, we shoot freaking up. So we saw it in 2016, and now we're setting up in 2024, guys, for this. Another post by Mustache to end it all. It's pretty much the total 2 chart again, and he's talking about how we've been in this point for about 3 years. So total 2 altcoins are in a cup and handle pattern, which has been in the making for almost 3 years. Yes, 3 years, guys. You've been waiting 3 years. I've been sharing this for weeks, and it's according to plan. What do you think will happen if this breaks out to the upside, right? Alt season. Well, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. At the end of the day right now, if we look at the price action around Bitcoin, it is currently trading sideways. We're getting ready for that huge rip up, but I honestly think we might have a deviation to around that 64.5, maybe potentially even lower. Everyone's going to, want to get back in because they're waiting for that point, and from there we might rip up, as well as with the Bitcoin dominance. We're seeing it drop it. It's creating lower lows and lower highs, and I honestly believe this is going to keep on dropping as we keep on progressing. We look at the total 2 market cap. recap, it broke the previous resistance level and it's currently setting up to break back above and shoot again. But again, guys, we have to retest before we just shoot back up. We've seen it on previous cycles and it's currently happening right now. The Others dominance chart is also starting to shoot back up, breaking above its previous, support. And right now, or resistance. And right now we're also creating higher highs and higher lows for the Others dominance, not Bitcoin dominance, other dominance. So this is also, a key factor showing that our altcoins are starting to get the traction and liquidity that they need. Specific sectors that are performing the best: AI and meme coins, guys. AI and meme coins have been performing best in 2024. You need to go do some research and as well as look at the specific price action around those coins in the markets and just see the gains, guys. Like how I said, meme coins have been seeing 24% gains in 7 days. AI coins, again, 20% gains. It's really crazy. That's why you need to be invested in the right coins. On top of that, the sentiment around the crypto markets, Bitcoin dominance, and altcoins is starting to get really crazy, guys. And it's just because we're on the verge of October. All these specific events happening with the US election, more Fed cuts coming out, the FTX distributions. This is the perfect storm. This is literally the perfect storm, guys, to make as much money as possible. And if you're keeping up with events and people like me that are documenting and showing you guys what's going on in the markets, you're going to have a greater understanding of where we're headed and confidence on when you want to sell. But guys, that's pretty much it. Overall, I am really hyped on what's going to happen in the markets. We're setting up for something huge. I'm still investing into my crypto portfolio. This is it on the side so you guys can see, mainly around AI coins now. I'm really transparent with y'all just to show you guys what I'm invested in, just because I want to be able to show you guys what's possible as an intermediate trader. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. I want you guys to go do some research today, learn a little bit more about these specific charts that I'm talking to you guys about, as well as get a good feel of the sentiment of what everyone else is talking about. If you guys new to the channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I'm just an intermediate trader showing you guys my wins, my losses, documenting my journey, and also keeping you guys updated on the market so that you guys can keep updated and capitalize on the specific events that are taking place. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up right here. If you guys are new to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the crypto markets. Let me know your perspective on the markets, what you guys think is going to happen, and specific altcoins you guys are focused on. But that's it for today's video. It is Sunday. It's my brother's birthday today, so we're going to go take him out to eat, enjoy some good times, and I'm going to just chill out. Crypto markets are kind of just going stationary right now, waiting for that next move. And hopefully at the beginning of the week, tomorrow, Monday, when everything opens up, distribution starts to take place, we will see a crazy rip for our gains. But guys, keep that in mind. Deviations might take place just because everyone's waiting for an entry point. But overall, everything is looking good. I'll keep you guys updated on the markets. Let me know if you guys want to see anything in specific, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I drop daily content every day, so stay tuned. Hopefully I'll see you guys then. Peace.